Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Manning Field for Interleague Girls Soccer, St. Mary's. The Spartans entertaining Mystic Valley. Mystic Valley they could have slept overnight. They were here yesterday. They defeated Lynn Tech here yesterday. They're looking for 2 in a row here at Manning Field. And St. Mary's is under the gun. They've got 3 games left in the season, and they have to win all 3 to make the state tournament. So their actual tournament starts today. Mystic Valley doesn't have to worry about that. They're 11-1-1. Kaylee Griffiths is in net. She's not their normal goaltender. Kylie Kennison for St. Mary's. St. Mary's in the blue. And, of course, Mystic Valley is wearing white with very light gold numbers on their back, so it'll be almost impossible to pick up their numbers. But my camera people are going to help me pick up their numbers. St. Mary's 5-8-2. St. Mary's, they play today. They play tomorrow at Archbishop Williams. And they're back here, I believe it's Spelman, in Catholic Central League Cup tournament that was put together. When they had the shortened season, there was no state tournament. I know the Cape Ann League and the Greater Boston League, and I think the Catholic Central League started it, putting together a tournament, a league tournament, calling it the Catholic Central League Cup. Most of the leagues didn't continue that because they now play a full season. But the Catholic Central League kept it going. And I thought it was great, especially for basketball, because at the end of the season, before the tournament starts, there's like a week, and teams are looking to practice or get a scrimmage, and it was nice to have that tournament. And it got them ready for the state tournament, and it gave them meaningful games, and kept their interest alive. This is when we separate the teams from who makes the tournament, who doesn't make the tournament. Teams have an outstanding season. Other teams are disappointed. But I think the best part of this whole season Kabika's got the shot on net. Griffiths had to make the save. Good bid by Sophie Skabika. She's the 8th grader. She's their leading scorer. I think everyone should be very thankful right now that the way this season has gone. Everybody got to play a full season. Schools open full time. In school, the musicals and clubs and everything going full time. Nothing was canceled because of COVID. And I think that's an outstanding, great job done by Mr. Tutwiler, the superintendent of schools, the head of St. Mary's School, all the schools, all the superintendents, the teachers, the principals, the vice principals, the students themselves. Everybody just did a great job. Looking to walk in. Big time save by Kennison. Boy, they walked right in, dead center. Kennison come out and just stuffed the shot. What a great save. First shot by Mystic Valley is a really tester. And Kennison come up with a tremendous save. Mystic Valley's in the Commonwealth Conference. I apologize, I don't know where they're from. But again, a tip of the hat to everybody involved that helped make this a very good season and allow these kids to do what they do, regardless of wins and losses. After going through that horrible season where everybody was down and out and school was out, working at home, I should give a big tip of the hat to the parents as well. So many people working so hard so that everybody could perform and do what they normally do and make it as normal. And if the only problem anybody has is that they had to wear a mask, then grin and bear it. Because if that's the only problem you have in your life, you got a pretty good life. So congratulations to everybody as we're in just about the final week of this season. Thanksgiving will be here soon, and soccer and football and field hockey and track will be done. We're getting into basketball and hockey, and hopefully that goes just as easy and just as well. But I'll end with just congratulations to everybody who had a huge part in making this a success and getting back to at least somewhat normal. So congratulations to everybody involved. I'll get off my platform now and get back to the soccer game. That's back and forth. St. Mary's has carried a little bit territorial-wise, but Mystic had the big chance, point-blank shot that Kennison made a big-time save on. I think it was Stewart who had that shot. I mentioned Mystics trying to make it 2 in a row here at Manning Field. In less than 24 hours. They played here yesterday, 4 o'clock. Now they're playing. This is Saturday morning at 10 o'clock. They had just enough time to get home, change, and get back. Knocked deep. McGuire knocks it away. Mystic Valley from long range. Put it right on the middle of the net. Kennison makes another save. Diaz pushing it up, knocks it deep. Mystics didn't knock it back, and he knocked it right back to Diaz. And it gets out off Diaz. Audrey Wary very quickly threw it in. Loose. Trying to knock it deep. It got blocked by Wary. And St. Mary's will get the throw in. Riley McGuire. I mentioned last game when we did. Riley McGuire, I introduced myself to Riley down in the field the other day. I told her 400 years ago, I coached her father in CYO basketball. Mystic with a break, broken up nicely by Fritz. Actually, it was Lovett breaking it up. Lovett got a head on it, but knocked it back to the net. Candace will get there first with a white shirt bearing down on her, and she'll boot it away. Everybody trying to get a piece of it. St. Mary's finally does. And Mystic knocks it away, then St. Mary's knocks it out. St. Mary's had the one shot by Sophie Skabikas that Griffith made the save on. But that was a ESPN top 10 highlight save by Kennison off Stewart. And now they take it away. Blocked. Diaz hustles back, makes the defensive play. Mystic carries it down the far side. Cutting in, trying to center it. Knocked away. It got knocked away by Isabel Skabikas. McGuire putting it in play. Skabikas broken up. They knock it deep. Lovett will hustle back. Fritz's pass was picked off. Broken up nicely. They send it deep looking for Puzo. Skabikas takes it away. And they're going to call Skabikas for pushing off. He's the 8th grader that's their leading scorer. Mystic will get the free kick. So with the exception of that one shot apiece, it's been a little bit of a feeling out period, just back and forth. They knock it deep, looking for a break. Maloney looking to get there. Gets it to the middle, and it went off the foot. And now they knock it home. The goaltender gave it away. It looked like it was going to go by. The goaltender went up, picked it up, and dropped it. And she left it right there. And Puzo just knocked it home. Maloney hustled, got it. Shot made it to the net. Griffiths had it, looked like she had the save at the side of the net. All of a sudden, she just dropped it. And Puzo said, "Thank you very much," and just tipped it into the open net. And St. Mary's grabs a 1-0 lead. I have to apologize. That was great play. The goalie dropped it. They knocked it in the net. And they called St. Mary's offside. They certainly weren't behind the ball. The goalie had the ball. I don't know how they could have been offside. But they didn't give St. Mary's the goal. I thought it was a great play by Maloney to keep it alive. And for Puzo getting to the net and taking advantage of the goalie's miscue. We told you this is not their regular goalie. I'm not sure why the regular goalie's not in there, but this is not their regular goalie. And she just had it and looked like she was taking a step to kick the ball upfield. And maybe that's why they called it. Now I'm not sure what they're calling. The two officials got together, had a team meeting, and all of a sudden, now I'm really confused because they were getting ready to kick the ball away, and all of a sudden the two officials got together and said, "No, St. Mary's gets a corner kick. Maguire will take it." So it skips right by everybody. And Mystic will push it up the far side. So Diaz hustles back and breaks that up. What could have been a 1-0 shot. Misses the net to the near side. Goes out of play. So it's been a bizarre week. I mean, just there, I thought they had a goal, and then I don't know how St. Mary's got that corner kick. And the other night, English boys were playing Everett here. The score was 8-2 Everett with almost 8 minutes left in the game, and they called a timeout. And I said, I wonder why would you bother taking a timeout? 8-2, 8 minutes left. They didn't take a timeout. Both teams, the coaches got together and decided that's enough. And they called it a game, and everybody left. I've been doing this a long time. I never saw that. I don't know what you teach the kids. It's 8-2, it's over. Let's not play the last 8 minutes. I don't know why you would do that. And then I did the Everett football game last night. It was 34-0 in the first period with 2 minutes left. Everett had the ball at the 3-yard line. And still in the first period with 2 minutes left, they took 4 knees and turned the ball over. And that's one of the reasons I stopped saying I've seen it all. Because I don't think I've even come close to seeing it all. And it just happened here. With the goal taken away, because they said they were offside. And then St. Mary's getting a corner kick after Mystic Valley was getting set to kick the ball upfield. It goes all the way through Mystic Valley. They called Mystic Valley offside St. Mary's will make a couple of substitutions. So a rare Saturday morning game here at Manning Field. It'll be a rare day where it's not a full day here at Manning Field. We've had triple-header soccer games every night this week. And it'll end now because soccer is coming to an end. English and Classical, barring a home tournament game for Classical, have played their last games here at Manning Field. Classical boys are still alive, but they have to win out. St. Mary's boys are alive, but they have to keep winning. I think the boys have got 2 games left. The cup, they would have to go 1-1, and that would get them in the tournament. St. Mary's girls have to win the last 3. Classical girls are in, and that's it. Classical girls, St. Mary's boys, possibly the St. Mary's girls. And everybody else is not going to make the tournament. So we've just reached halfway through this first half. No score, even St. Mary's, even though St. Mary's scored, they took it away. It's 0-0 with a timeout down in the field. We come out of the timeout. I'm still really confused as to what happened. I don't know how St. Mary's can be offside if the goalie has the ball right at the net. And I still don't know how St. Mary's got a corner kick when Mystic Valley was set to kick the ball upfield. So it's been bizarre already. St. Mary's knocks it out. Went off Puzo. St. Mary's clears it up. And Skabikas drills it upfield. And it goes out off Awumi. And we get a little incidental trip. Isabel was going for the ball. Mystic Valley going for the ball. They wound up getting tangled up when they called a takedown on Mystic Valley, and now Mystic knocks it out. McGuire will put it in play. Diaz drives it up and just took her time coming out and getting it. Griffiths did. And there was a St. Mary's player right there looking, saying, take an extra second so I can knock it home. Mystic knocks it deep down the far side. And they throw it out in front, and Kennison will step in front of a white shirt and pick it off. And she'll boot it away. Mystic got a foot on it. And they're going to call contact against Mystic when they're looking for it. He kind of bumped Isabel Skabikas. McGuire will kick it away. We were given an extra break, but no more. No more short sleeve shirts. Skabikas almost got around. They got around one, almost got around two. The weather has cooled off considerably. Awumi looking for a break. Takes the shot. Off the goaltender and in. She sailed it. I knew it was going to be under the crossbar, but I thought the goalie had a shot at it, and they're not taking this one away. Another one of those young kids for St. Mary's. Bella Awumi. The defense was catching up, so she took it from just inside the 15-yard line, floated it right to the net. The goaltender went up, looked like she had the save, and all of a sudden it got tipped and went behind her. And I don't know if the coach, Matthew Offner, is out talking to his goaltender, and we got another timeout down the field with St. Mary's now leading it 1-0. We come out of the timeout, 1-0 St. Mary's, and boy, Jimmy Foley's got to really be look forward to it. He has to win the last 3 games, and it would be disheartening. They make the tournament virtually every year, St. Mary's. They're one of the better programs around on a regular basis. This year, if they don't win the last 3, they don't make it. And that would be, difficult to take. But Jimmy Foley also has to look and say, what is the future going to have? They've got Isabel Skabikas, so I think she's a freshman. The leading scorer, Sophie Skabikas, is an 8th grader. And the young lady, Bella Awumi, who just scored that 1 goal, she's a 7th grader. How is that possible? So the future is looking pretty bright. And I think the goaltender, Kennison, is a sophomore, I think. So they took the first goal away saying offside, but they didn't take the second one away as McGuire knocks it away. And of course, Kennison made that great save early on that kept Mystic off the board. Bouncing around. And it goes out off St. Mary's. And that's Diaz, I believe. Diaz has really played well for St. Mary's. She's been all over the field. She certainly made her presence felt. And she doesn't take any prisoners. She doesn't back off against anybody. They try to center it. Knocked away. And it goes out off Mystic, and St. Mary's will make a few changes. So St. Mary's will be on the road tomorrow against Archbishop Williams. They'll be back here Wednesday night. And they got to win them all. They knock it deep. Broken up. Skabigas gets around. Takes the shot. Saved by Griffiths. That's a nice move for the young 8th grader, Sophie Skabikas. She got it from Isabel Skabikas. She beat a couple of defenders, got around, got a good shot off. And Griffiths made the save. And St. Mary's does a nice job. I think that's Lovett. She banged it off Mystic out. She was looking. I think she was looking to knock it out of play, and she wound up knocking it off a Mystic Valley player. That nice save by Griffiths. She didn't get down on herself. That goal, she should have made the save, obviously. She looked like she made the save. And Mary's almost gave that one away. Kennison made another big save right at the far post. But after giving up that easy goal, she was right there to make the save on Skabikas. Diaz knocking it deep. Mystic's going to let it go. It's going to go out of play. I mentioned Matthew Offner, the head coach of Mystic Valley. He's got a great group of kids. This has never happened before. I mean, I go down the field all the time and get rosters, find out what the record is, talk to the coach. But this is one of the few times getting down there that all of his kids, every one of the Mystic Valley players I walked by, had a smile and said good morning. That's never happened before. They called some kind of contact against St. Mary's. Mystic got a free kick from the 35-yard line. The ball was all the way down around the 10-yard line when they blew the whistle. They brought it back, and now they'll try to get it to the net. And they push it wide right. They try to start it out to the right and hook it back. It just didn't hook. Stayed out to the right side and out of play. 1-0 St. Mary's in his interleague battle. As McGuire kicks it away. They were looking to throw it upfield. They knocked it off the back of Maloney. And she's one of the better scorers, and she's a 9th grader. And here's Kennison again. A little bit of bump, but she stayed with it, caught it. She'll kick it away. They kicked it right to the net. And she had to take it away from a white shirt. And again, I apologize when I say white shirt. The numbers are so light on their back. They're extremely difficult to pick up. He tried to set it up, back checking by him. Mystic took it away. St. Mary's battling to get it back. Bodies go down. It gets knocked away. And St. Mary's, I think, is going to get a corner kick. McGuire will take it from the far side. We got 10 minutes and counting left in this first half. 1-0 St. Mary's. Everybody milling around. Everybody breaking to the net. St. Mary's missed the header. Mystic will knock it away. And getting there first is Egan and knocking it back upfield and knocking it out of play. Both teams will make changes. just kept it in. They kick it upfield. Lovett got there and knocked it away. And now it goes out off Egan. Allison Veit, hope I'm saying that correctly, put it in play. Lucia Antonucci got it back, put it in play. Lovett knocked it upfield. And St. Mary's gets it to Puzo. And she gets broken up, and it got knocked out by Wary. Skabikas back to Egan. Skips past. Got knocked upfield by Klonstein. Broken up and taken away. And they knock it deep, but St. Mary's Maloney hustled but couldn't get there. Griffiths got it first and she'll kick it away. And we'll have changes for both teams. Egan puts it in play. Diaz stepped in front of that pass, knocked it away. And she does it again. And Mary's trying to tip it. They saved, nice save by Puzo. Upfield, St. Mary's trying to get there. They got a foot on it, and then Mystic will knock it out. Skabikas got knocked down. She made the pass to her sister. As she made it, she got knocked down. Kick coming from the 20-yard line. A little bit of an angle. Ooh, ground ball blocked out in front. And St. Mary's will watch it go out of play. Off Mystic. They knock it deep. Maloney is there. Griffiths come out and got a piece of it. Maloney at the same time the goaltender got there. The goaltender did a nice job. Just got a piece of it and knocked it away from Maloney. That was close to being 2-0 St. Mary's. Diaz knocks it deep. A foot race. Maloney trying to get there again. Griffiths again. Step and a half. Beats it to the ball. Good long pass by Diaz. Almost sent Maloney in. Egan knocks it down. Mystic knocks it up. Diaz knocks it deep. Headed straight up. Puzo knocked it out. And Antonucci, will throw it in. Skabikas has it taken away. And she gets it back and knocks it away. Rouse knocks it to the middle. Mystic Valley overran it. Diaz kind of shanks it to the near side. It'll go out of play. One nothing St. Mary's here in this interleague battle. Obviously an important game for both teams, but Mystic Valley's already in the tournament with 11 wins and only 1 loss, but a must win for St. Mary's. And even then, they'd have to win 2 more after this. But a loss here today would virtually end their season. They just play out the string. Knock deep. Mystic's going to let it go out of play. For those of you who think this job is easy, one of the defensemen for Mystic Valley is Suwon Kambo. Suwon Kambo. Another defenseman is El Masui. So I'll try to say those names 5 times fast. We're in the final 2 minutes of this first half. It got blocked right to Rouse. Knocked away. Everybody trying to get a piece. Bodies go down, no call. They pop it up. Griffin comes way out of the net. It was almost like she almost let one of her defensemen take it. They were both there, and then all of a sudden the defenseman walked away, and Griffith had to grab it. Bodies go down again, no call. So letting them play out the string here. Now Mystic with a break. They pass it across. Nice defense. Love it with a great defensive play. They had 2-on-1. They tried to make the pass by. It would have been 1-on-1 with Kennison. Lovett made a terrific defensive play and just knocked it away. And Mystic knocked it out. Winding down this first period. Skabiskas knocks it up. We get the whistle, and that's going to do it. So Kennison with a couple of big saves, especially early on when it was 0-0. And then Lovett with that big defensive play and that nice soft touch pop-up goal by Bella Awumi. And that's the difference. St. Mary's won, Mystic Valley nothing at halftime. We're just about set to start the second half. And I was looking over, they got balloons and everything. I said, they're going to have a senior night, but they had a senior morning. Before the game, they honored the seniors, and we didn't know that. They did it early. This is a 10 o'clock game. They did it like at 9:15 in the morning. But we can certainly mention them. Anna Parisi, Maddie Spencer, Abby Kornstein, Megan Lovett. Were the seniors that were honored. So congratulations to those seniors. We wish them the best. We hope they do well in their next endeavors. So, Anna Parisi, Maddie Spencer, Abby Kornstein, Megan Lovett. Have we mentioned what a young team this is, and that so only 4 seniors leaving. So Jim Foley, the coach, has got to already be looking forward to next year with the group he's got coming back. He still wants to win a couple and get in the tournament this year, but the future is bright for the Lady Spartans. And they lead it 1-0 here over a very good Mystic Valley team. And Kennison has kept it 1-0. They popped that out in front. Mystic Valley was right out in front, standing right on the goal line, or maybe inside. A little bit of an angle. And they were able to get their head on that pass. But they just pushed it wide left. They came close to tying it up. They knock it deep. This is Maloney. Takes the shot. Good bid by Maloney. She kind of stopped dead, let the defense go by, pulled it around, got a good shot. Kaylee Griffiths, the goaltender, able to make the save. But a good effort by Maloney, and she's only a freshman. We mentioned each time she was a huge part of the very successful St. Mary's softball team. As an 8th grader, she was the first baseman. She was a Catholic Central League All-Star. And they went all the way to the division, I think the North semifinals or final. And she was a big part of that. And the kick just sailed wide left. McGuire pulled it. And Mystic will kick it away. Headed back by Skabikas. Mystic's had a couple of opportunities. Kennison made a couple of, one great save when it was 0-0. Point blank range. She made a couple of other really nice saves. Now the ball skips through, and that's Fritz, I think, knocking it out. We're in the second half. Interleague girls soccer. St. Mary's, Catholic Central League, Mystic Valley, Commonwealth Conference. It goes out off Mystic Valley. And St. Mary's leading it 1-0. Mystic keeps it alive. McGuire knocks it away. Trying to knock it deep. Lovett's there to knock it away. Lead pass, walking in, and they score. Great lead pass. Kennison came out, and they just beat it to the far side. Standing up next to the one that's sitting down. A little shorter one. Trying to figure out the numbers. Evie Reynolds gets credit for the goal. And that ties it. Kennison had no chance. Reynolds was one-on-one walking in, and Kennison tried to protect the near post because Reynolds was coming in on Kennison's left near post, and she came over to cut down that angle, and Reynolds made a beautiful shot into the far corner. And very quickly in the second half, Mystic Valley has tied it up. So St. Mary's got to go to work because a tie doesn't help them. They need 6 points in the last 3 games. So if they win the next 2, a tie would only give them 5 points. Mystic knocks it deep, knocked it too deep, it goes out. There's a pretty good little crowd here for this Saturday morning. Deflected away. St. Mary's knocks it deep. And Maloney gets by, leaves it. They knock it, they pushed it too far. Maloney was going to the net, and he pushed it too far. Griffiths was able to come out and get it, knock it away. So Kennison made all kinds of saves to keep it 1-0 at halftime, especially one outstanding save early on, but had no chance on that one. You've heard me say many times the goalie has to block the Grand Canyon because it's so big. The net is huge. Maloney couldn't get around. Mystic Valley knocked it out. St. Mary's will get the throw in down deep. Trying to walk around. Bodies go down. Ball goes out of play. And St. Mary's will get a corner kick from the far side. Hard to get around 3 defenders. St. Mary's got a break when the ball got knocked out. They get a corner kick. Out in front, Puzo got a head on it. They almost knocked it in the net. Now they're saying it's a goal. They're celebrating a goal. Mystic Valley tried to head it away. It bounced around. It looked like they cleared it. But now they're saying that it crossed the goal line. Griffiths was all set to catch it and kill the play, and the defender went up and headed it straight up in the air, and it bounced around, and they called it a goal. So St. Mary's gets their 1-goal lead back. We could call that a team goal. Everybody around the net, everybody's trying to figure out who scored the goal. And now contact against Mystic. St. Mary's will get a free kick, but it was Griffith, the goaltender, was all set to catch it, end the play, kick it away. And standing about a foot in front of her, big hop, and they run into the goaltender. She took exception a little bit. Two of the St. Mary's players, one was Skabikas, rammed into Griffiths, and she, as well she should, take a little exception to that. But the defender went up and got a head on it. Great hustle by Maloney, but couldn't keep it in. Right virtually in the lap of the goaltender. They tipped it up. And it bounced around. And then it just looked like they cleared it. And all of a sudden, St. Mary's is celebrating that it was a goal. And they were the only ones that knew the ball went in the net. So we got a timeout down the field, and St. Mary's got their 1-goal lead back. They lead it 2-1. So they come out of the timeout. I guess they could have given that goal to anybody. The official scorer is giving the goal to Chloe Puzo. There were 7 or 8 blue shirts around it. It might have even been knocked in by one of the Mystic Valley players. But St. Mary's got their 2-1 lead back. So that momentum that Mystic Valley had tying it up just went by the boards. And St. Mary's again has a pulse. Maloney slipped and fell. Boy, Brooke Maloney is a workaholic. You get tired just watching her. She never stops. As it gets the throw in. As it gets a little, every once in a while it gets a little brighter. The sun starts to appear a little bit. Looking for a break. Mystic. St. Mary's hustles and knocks it out. That's McGuire with a nice defensive play. Actually, I think it was Lovett. And it goes out. And it was McGuire with that defensive play. St. Mary's will make wholesale changes. Mystic knocked it deep. St. Mary's fanned on it, trying to clear it. Mystic broken up. And he break it up again. Diaz is there to knock it away. Pop straight up. Puzo has it taken away. They bang it off St. Mary's. And we're going to go back to that nice defensive play. Mystic Valley walking in. Kennison got a piece. And then she picks up the ball. Great job by Kennison. She came out, got a piece that deflected away with her back to the net. She turned around, facing the net, and it got tipped, and she reached over his shoulder like a one-handed catch and took it away. Two great saves by Kennison on what looked like a breakaway for Mystic. They couldn't get a hard shot. They just tipped it. And Kennison got it, and then he tipped it again. And as she was going back to the net, she reached across and just got a piece of it with her hand. Free kick coming from the far side. Out in front. And I don't know if they called Mystic for running into Kennison or if they called him offside. But McGuire will kick it away. Getting back to that big defensive play, I said McGuire or Lovett. It was actually Allie Fritz who broke up that play earlier. That was going to go out, but it hit the official and stayed in play. He didn't blow the whistle. It should have been out of play when it hit him. St. Mary's coming back. They pushed it too far. And they ran into a Mystic Valley player and knocked her down. She's up. Slow getting up, but she got up. I'm not sure what they do now. The two officials again having a conversation. The player went down. They carried the ball all the way up to midfield. And then they blew the whistle. Now they're giving it a kick to Mystic Valley. I don't think I'll ever learn the rules. They just drop it like a face-off in hockey and let Mystic kick it, and they kick it out of play. Everybody trying to get a piece. St. Mary's finally comes away with it. Mystic breaks it up, and they knock it out. McGuire with the quick throw-in. And they knock it out again. So the throw will come from right in front of the St. Mary's bench area. Mystic breaks it up. Lovett knocks it back. Fritz was looking for it. Mystic brings it back the other way. Back checking by Skabikas, takes it away. And she's holding her head, but she got hit. She looked at the official like she stopped, thinking the official would make a call, but he didn't. Mystic will get a free kick. Out to the middle, knocked away. And we got a whistle. I don't know if that it went off. Mystic back upfield, but I think they're calling off the hand or the arm. It couldn't have been offside because St. Mary's was back on defense. Off a few heads, everybody trying to get control. And they finally give it to Mystic after it goes out. Antonucci was going to throw it in. Gianna Gray threw it in. Puzo coming back. Her goal's the difference right now. Awumi, who got the first goal with it, knocks it to the middle. Mystic knocks it up, and he'll knock it out. It goes out of play. Fritz will put it in play. St. Mary's will make a few substitutions. Off Puzo's head. Broken up. Mystic lets it go out of play. Puzo got a head on it again. And it goes out. Off Mystic. And Fritz again will put it in play. Off Maloney. She got a foot on it, kept it alive. Mystic breaks it away. Halfway through and counting the second half. St. Mary's leading it 2-1. And a must-win for St. Mary's. We mentioned Mystic is looking for back-to-back wins here. Less than 24 hours. They played 4 o'clock yesterday against Lynn Tech. How they playing? That was Friday night. This is Saturday morning. So they were looking for 2 in a row here. Puzo knocks it deep. Awumi on the fly. Takes the shot. She had to get rid of it. The defense was catching up. She hit a little ground ball. It was almost like Griffiths became a shortstop and fielded that ground ball right at the near post. Good bid by Awumi, who scored the first goal of the game. Now we got, what do they call, contact or hand contact with the ball, but Mystic's going to get a free kick. Knocked away. Maloney. Battling, still battling. Still gets a foot on it, makes the pass. They knock it deep. Mystic gets there and knocks it away and knocks it into the St. Mary's bench area. Good hustle again by Maloney. Got a piece of it. Maloney's the type of player, if she plays for you, you'll love her dearly because she works so hard, doesn't stop. But if you play against her, you say, get her out of here. She's a pain in the neck. With the score 2-1, we have another timeout down in the field. Coming out of the timeout, St. Mary's will get the throw-in down deep, leading it 2-1. And a very big game for the Spartans. I mean, obviously, Mystic Valley, as I mentioned before, wants to win. You want to win them all. But Mystic Valley has already secured a spot in the state tournament. And if they're not number one in their division, they're certainly up high enough that they'll get a home game or two with their record 11-1-1. But now the difference is St. Mary's, they have to win not only this one, but the next two. As I mentioned, their tournament has already started. Mystic trying to get around. And Candace will make the save. That probably would have hit the side of the net. It wasn't going to go in, But Kennison made sure it didn't. She went up, made the diving stop. And nice job by Fritz defensively to force the player to keep going to her right, not let her cut in and get a better shot, a better angle. And he banged it out off Skabikas. Webby will throw it in. Looked like it went out, but they didn't call it. Broken up. They bang it off Skabikas. And they're not going to call a kick. They're going to call a throw-in. There was contact. The Weary went down. But it's going to be a throw-in, not a free kick. And bodies go down again. It goes out off Mystic. That throw-in hit the player right in the face. She's holding up around her nose or mouth. It hit her right in the face. And they're making her go to the sideline because there's probably a little bit of blood. So she can't stay out there. They're going to have to put a sub in. The throw-in bounced up and got her right around the nose or the mouth. Miss Gagnon hustling over to help. Nicole Gagnon, the trainer, does a great job for St. Mary's at all their games. Skabikas wound up sitting on the soccer ball because she got knocked down. She'll take the free kick. No, she won't. It'll be Maguire. Skabikas. Nice little shift, but Mystic took it away. They knock it deep. Lovett was there to break it up. Popped up, headed away. They pop it upfield. Knocked away by Mystic, out of play. Awumi knocks it to the far side. Maybe he's trying to go deep, and they called it out off St. Mary's. Oh, Mystic will kick it away. Diaz knocked it. Mystic knocks it deep, but there's nobody back there except Lovett and Maguire. Popped up. Fritz pops it back. Headed away. Headed away by Skabikas. And Skabikas, she's a very good player, but she has a tendency at times to try and do a little too much by herself. Diaz got hip checked and knocked down, and she's still down. Now she's getting up. She's a very tough young lady. Diaz looks at the official and saying, how come we're not getting a free kick? Mystic Valley's going to get to kick it away. Booted around. Nice little shift to get by. They knock it deep. They collect. Looking to walk around. They take the shot from long range. It's going to go wide left and out of play. Good effort. St. Mary's will make a change. Coming up on 10 minutes left in this one. St. Mary's leading it 2-1. Skabigas gets bounced around a little bit. They try to knock it deep. Mystic picked it off. Nice play by Puzo to block the pass. Bodies go down all over the place. And they're going to call St. Mary's for the contact. Pick your poison. There were two white shirts down on the turf. McGuire with a nice play, getting there, blocking the pass. They knock it deep. Mystic trying to get there first. They knocked it around. Trying to center it. They banged it off. Love it. And that's going to give Mystic a corner kick. Coming from the near side. They get it out in front. Kennison got a hand on it and knocked it away. She couldn't catch it, but she knocked it away. And now broken up nicely by Skabikas. And that was Isabel. St. Mary's will get the throw in. McGuire will do the honors. It goes out off St. Mary's. Lovett knocks it away. He has his pass picked off. Mystic trying to go. They push it. Kennison will come out. And she wanted to make sure that Mystic, looked like Mystic was going to beat the defender, but Kennison made sure she didn't get to the ball. It went out of play. And McGuire will get to kick it away. So the game getting shortened here. The clock is becoming the enemy for Mystic, trailing by a goal. Coming up on 7 minutes left to play. Knocked away. Mystic. tipped. Puzo knocks it upfield. Skabikas knocks it a little bit deeper. St. Mary's keeping it in. Maloney with a little shift, but lost it off her foot. Banged off a couple of bodies. Mystic finally, I thought Mystic stepped in and kicked it out, but they call it off St. Mary's. Now it goes off Mystic, and St. Mary's will put it in play right in front of the St. Mary's bench area. St. Mary's makes a change. Trying to walk in. Shot. Griffiths makes the save off Maloney. Skabikas is wondering, shit, I got knocked down. Where's the free kick? Griffiths kicks it high in the air. Shot. They knock it deep. Mystic collects. Knocking it to the near side. They push it up, but there's nobody there but St. Mary's. Diaz, easy pickings. How they knock it out of play. Mystic will make a change. Down to the last 5 minutes, and now the time will be kept on the field. Scoreboard shuts off time-wise. And we got, I don't know, was contact or offside or what it was, but St. Mary's going to get a free kick, a throw-in. Skabikas again yelling at the officials. She got knocked down again. She went down flat. It went out. They gave it to Mystic, and she's all over the official. Popped up. Mystic trying to keep it alive. Diaz will boot it deep. Down the far side, they get there and keep it in. And St. Mary's blocks it, knocks it out. I'm not sure. I don't know if he said it hit her in the hand. The official on the near side, the official on the far side was right on top of the play. The official on the near side made the call. I guess he said it hit her in the hand because McGuire's going to get a free kick. That's a break for St. Mary's. Blocked. McGuire knocks it off Mystic Valley. She'll take the throw-in. Popped up in the air. Bouncing around. St. Mary's got a head on it. And St. Mary's got it where they want it in the Mystic Valley end, but now they pick off the pass. Knocked away nicely by Skabikas. And here comes Skabikas. Her pass is blocked. They knock it deep. Mystic looking for a break. Trying to push it by, looking for a shot. They take the shot. Kennison got a piece that was, if she let it go, it was going to go out of play off to the right side, but she wasn't sure. She got a piece of it. It went out. Mystic will get a corner kick. Late moments of the game, 2-1 St. Mary's. St. Mary's got a foot on it and knocked it away. That was Sophie Skabikis, and they knock it deep. That's where they want it. With time winding down. Mystic knocks it out. And they'll get it into the Mystic Valley end. And right now they're saying we have enough goals, just keep it in the Mystic Valley end. They slip by, looking to throw it in front. Mystic blocked it. It goes out. St. Mary's will get a corner kick. And they're keeping it in the Mystic Valley end with time winding down. They don't have to be in any kind of a hurry. Coming from the far side. Out in front, it skips past. And they blow the whistle, and that'll do it. So St. Mary's had a faint pulse coming into this game, needing 3 wins. Their pulse gets a little bit stronger as they win it 2-1 to keep themselves alive state tournament-wise. They still have to win their last 2. Mystic will lose for only the second time. They go to 11-2-1. St. Mary's gets a little closer to that 500, 6-8-2. It was Kennison early making a tremendous save off Stewart that kept Mystic off the board, kept it 0-0. And then coming the other way, it was Bella Awumi. She got just about the 15-yard line and just chipped it. A little high pop-up that sailed to the under the top crossbar to the far corner. The goaltender went up. Looked like she had it. Looked like she was going to stop it. It went off her fingertips into the net. It made it 1-0. And it was that 1-0 at halftime. And then Evie Reynolds came out and banged a goal in to make it 1-1. And then that kind of wacky goal. It was a corner kick that went up. It looked like Griffiths, the goaltender, was going to play it. It bounced. The goaltender was going to just go up and get it and catch it. But in front of her, right standing almost in her lap, was a defender. The defender tried to head it out. Instead of heading it out, she headed it straight up in the air, and it landed in a maze of players. The ball actually got cleared out, and we thought it was cleared out, no goal. But then everybody cheering because it actually crossed the end line, and the goal was credited to Chloe Puzo, and that was the winning goal to make it 2-1. The defense, Diaz, McGuire, Lovett, all played great. Fritz on that back end played outstanding defense, but Kennison was tremendous in net. A 1-goal win. Kennison made some outstanding saves, especially the first one when it was 0-0, but she made a couple of others as well. So Kennison, outstanding in net, gets the win. St. Mary's goes to 6-8-2. Mystic drops to 11-2-1, and St. Mary's wins it. The goal by Awumi gave them the lead, and the goal by Chloe Puzo turns out to be the winning goal as St. Mary's beats Mystic Valley 2-1. Mystic Valley will not get back-to-back wins here at Manning Field after beating Tech yesterday, but they're still having a great year at 11-2-1, and St. Mary's stays alive. They needed 3. Now they only need 2 wins to stay alive in the tournament, but it's 2 big wins. They'll be at Williams tomorrow and home here next week. So they can celebrate this one, and their pulse gets a little stronger, and they stay alive toward their bid for the state tournament with a big win here, 2-1 over Mystic Valley. We hope you enjoyed it. I'm Don Hoffman saying we'll see you next time.